This episode is brought to you by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro near you at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.
Parker's in Houston. Hey, Parker, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Thank you, Dave, for taking the call.
Sure, what's up?
I've got a question. My wife and I have been investing in the stock market since the fall of 2021, September to be exact. And since the investment, we have done nothing but go south to the point where we've had no returns. We're not even recouping fees. So
what in the world are you investing in?
Well, I'm not sure, and that's the reason for the phone call. We don't even know where to begin. We're new to the investment system. We're clueless.
Okay. All right.
And
let me stop you a minute. Rule number one of investing is don't put money in things you don't understand.
Okay, sir.
This is how you end up not making any money, right? And so, and you have a lot of fear that goes with it when you put money in things you don't understand because you're dependent on someone else to make all the decisions, and that's bad. It's how you lose money. So, I think the investments need to be moved to an investment broker that has the heart of a teacher, not the heart of a salesman. Meaning that when they sit down with you, they're going to say, "All right, Parker and Mrs. Parker, right? This is what you have. Here's how this works. And here's how the other things work. Which ones do you want to do? Once you understand them, you can give direction on where you want your money to be put. And that's when you'll keep from losing your tail end. Because honestly, in the period last year, the stock market in the S&P was up 25%. The year before it was up 21%. Those are two unusually good years in the stock market.
I just checked, Dave. From the fall of 21 to now, the stock market's up 28%. The S&P 500. So when you say stock market, Parker, are you talking about the overall stock market?
No,
or do you
he's not.
choose
He doesn't
single stocks? You're not even sure what you're invested in.
No. Okay, we're in. I'm with a firm that we did the risk assessments and all that, and so I'm guessing. I don't know for sure. I'm guessing I'm in the S&P and in the Dow.
No, you're not.
Oh, okay.
Because you would have made 30% on your money.
Okay, sir. Okay.
If you were in that. That's what George was just telling you.
Okay.
The S&P made 30% during that period of time. And in the last 2 years, it's made 21 and 25 consecutively, but it was down in one of the other years, which brings that average down to where it ought to be, which is, over a 4-year period of time, you ought to be making 10, 12%, something like that on your money, which should be well in excess of fees, unless their fees are excessive. So I don't know what's going on here. But because you don't, but you getting knowledge about this is what fixes it. So in my case, I don't have to be, or someone going to one of the SmartVestor pros that we recommend on our website. They sit down with someone. What we would teach you to do is to say, all right, if I look at a simple website and I say the S&P is up 20%, my stuff is down 10%. What?
Yeah, there you have it.
I don't want to wait 4 years to have that. What? I want to have that what question at least once every 4 or 5 months. It needs to be keeping up with at least what the market is doing, and that'll keep you outpacing fees. So I don't know what you've chosen or accidentally chosen, but it's done poorly, obviously, and it's not even as good as the S&P. And S&P is kind of the baseline. You need to at least do that good because you can do that good closing your eyes and pointing at S&P.
So the key is stay in control. You stay in control of the decisions, stay knowledgeable, and you don't just go, here's a bunch of money, do what you want with it. You decide after they teach you.
Yeah, again, never do business with financial people of any kind that, whether it's estate planning, insurance people, real estate people, investment brokers helping you with your investments, that are trying to sell you something and you don't understand. The only thing you want is to learn from them, and then you will buy. You don't have to be sold.
I'm scared there's a whole life policy in here they're investing through, quote unquote, and that's why he's not making any money.
I've got a feeling we did a risk assessment with an insurance guy, there's a possibility you're neck deep with some insurance company, and that's where
he's saying
you're getting
we're not
screwed.
making our fees back, which tells me he's sinking a lot of money into this.
A lot of fees.
Yep.
Yeah, that does sound suspicious. You're right.
Thanks for tuning in to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires. Need help with your investments? Connect with a SmartVestor Pro at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor or click the link in the show notes. Ramsey Solutions is a paid non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.